Okay, so hello there, and yep, as you can see, I've reviewed the screen. Welcome to my stream for Minecraft 1.1.65. It's probably just a few weeks away from 1.7, but anyways, that doesn't matter. Here we go. And if I could just drag myself a bit more in somewhere around here. Yep. Okay, so hello, and here I am again to entertain you guys somehow. Playing Minecraft for a world that's been around for 3 months or so, I guess. Yep. So let me just put on the other BGM and we'll be right off soonish, I suppose. Ooh, that was okay, so yeah, that should be fine. And looks like the desktop audio is not on, so I'm not entirely sure how much sound is playing. So if there's too much music, just let me know. I just gotta drag it out a little bit. Okay, there we go. So okay, so welcome to Ivo, which is kind of dark right now. I should have just started with daytime, but forgot to, so I'll just sleep for a bit first. Yeah, it's kind of laggy right now. I'm not entirely sure. I've set the graphics a bit lower already, but looks like so this is what happens when you have a bit too many villagers in your village. And I mean too many. Let me introduce you to my village. This is village alpha. Don't be mistaken. There is no beta yet. But there's just this one alpha. But there's a frick ton of people in here. Yes, that's a melon room. My room for sleeping, which you might have seen just now. And this is a village I made for about a month or so. Breeding out those people and getting them to farm was a bit repetitive, but it was worth it. Like, even if at the end of the day I'm just getting like a heck ton of lag just by being in the village and streaming at the same time apparently. This is yeah, sometimes it's annoying. Mr. Metal is right there. All the iron golems are all over the villages. Yep. So this is my huge village of like a lot of farmers, and of course not just farmers, but just show you like stuff that I have. Why is this cat facing the wall? It's not like, come on, dude. What the heck? Yeah. Why are you running? What's happening? Okay, anyway. So as you might be able to tell, this room was meant to lock in some villagers in the past, but I kind of done away with that thought for not very practical reasons actually. I just give them a door these days, but still got like 6 guys who are permanently stuck inside their rooms for now. So if you don't know, like, you can actually breed and make villagers stay in one place as long as you want them to. It's just how free you think they should be. That's the limit of your imagination. So yeah, there's no limit to how cruel or how empathetic you can be. So doesn't really matter. Okay, so yeah, and this is the village gathering spot. Every single day they come here to eat cake, and this cake never goes away. So that's that. And here are some not quite finished constructions and not quite finished job spots, because I don't really know how to... Oh, this thing does not really look the music, so give me a second while I look the music around. That was surprising. I totally forgot that I should look the music. So holy shit. What am I doing? Look the music, yes. Please do that, yes. Okay, there we go. And yeah, this is... I don't know why it looks kind of dark now and why the fish is so... Oh, okay. I've got too many cots that it jumped out, so yeah. Plus this place looks kind of dark, so I probably need to put some... Yeah, it's really dark here. It didn't used to be as dark as I remember, so maybe something changed my light settings that I don't remember, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Yeah, basically this is my indoor archery place kind of thing, where I just put my my fishing pond is over here. I just kind of just shoot my arrows over here like this, just for fun. This thing is actually a redstone block, so you can trigger stuff through shooting them if you want to. It's just I didn't think that was practical. It's just fun to have the target block over there. So yep, and this is like a bunch of... This is the original farmer spot that came with the village when it was first generated in my world. And this is the one that I built for them later. Although, as you can see, they are a bit of an idiot, so they kind of just ruined like most of the farming spots by themselves. I don't understand that either. Sometimes the way they behave kind of confuses me. And this is my horse, which I brought over from my initial spawn spot. My spawn spot wasn't here, so yeah. I'll show you my original spawn spot later. There are some pretty interesting stuffs that are related to whole life. So yeah, just stick around. I promise you it will be kind of entertaining. And so these are the rooms. I had like total red brick rooms like this. Red bricks are not very easy to... Red brick buildings are not very easy to make, simply because it's not that easy to just collect all the clay and just bake them and then make them into bricks and stuff like that. It's actually easier to just go up to a mason and buy up stuff, but today I'm just going to show you guys around, so I'm not quite in the mood for constructing anything just yet. Just showing you guys stuff. This one, yeah, this is the chapel church that came with the village itself. This is one of two original buildings that still kind of stands in my village today, because I just kind of took it over and just made my own stuff, you know. Benevolent dictator and all that shit, so yeah. Okay, so basically the church and all the job blocks, the blocks that villagers use to determine what jobs they'll be, I just put them all the way to these few buildings, which I'll show you guys in a while. But yeah, there are some... This is a very weird construction idea that I have no idea why even evolved to that stage. Like, this is just a Frankenstein building, but whatever. So this was one of the first buildings I made to test out the idea, like, you know, beds inside and stuff. But now it's just like a convenient place for a heck ton of stone holes that I probably need later. I don't remember why I had that many stone holes, but okay. Okay, in the distance here from this side of this big patch of nothing, you will see my 3 melon farms. Yes, those are all melon farms which I used to curry favor with the farmers, because farmers love their melons. They will always trade 48 for 12 emeralds, or if you are this guy, you actually want... He only needs 1 melon to give you 1 emerald, so yeah. Only happens if the guy is like a zombie and you just unzombify him, and then he will do that for you. So it's kind of a perk, you know, to a way to encourage you to just kind of convert zombies, in a sense. And yep, this is my cow farm, with guest starring all these skeleton horses that came to me one fine day. Yep. they were actually, it was kind of funny because like there was a building that was originally here, but it got replaced with all these bricks from me, right? So what happened was that thunderstorm actually got a spawn track here. So when I got close to it, right, 3 or 4 horsemen with like, you know, skeleton horses with like the archers just came down, and I just got rid of all the archers that were on top of it, but the horses themselves apparently were not aggressive, so I just kept them around after that. And you know, saddles are cheap once you get master level. Master level, what do you call that? A ladder worker, yes. A master level ladder worker would just ask for like, I think it was 20 or some, 20 emeralds for 1 saddle, so it's not all that expensive and stuff like that. Now, yeah, this is the hill where I base myself out of. Like, there's a hilltop entrance into my base, which I just came out from the start of the video. Yep, and what else is there? Oh, sorry, just give me a moment. I need to look at something for a very quick moment. Yes, just needed to see some stuff for it, so yeah, you would just excuse me for a bit. Okay, so yeah, that's weird. The playing back is getting a bit weird as well. Not entirely sure what's happening here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's get back. Now that's my village. At least most of the more important stuff there. So as you can see, the red building is an experimental building that I just kind of gave up after a while because it's like locking villagers in. It didn't seem like kind of my type of thing. I like people to move around a bit more. Like if they do this, I'm happy, kind of. But it lags my computer after a while, right? So that's also another problem. This entirely white building is really just what do you call it? Just a residential building. Everything is just beds here. I'm not like particularly doing anything with this. This one though, this building right here, it's not the library. This one is a mass residential area. So it was again a lot of experiments. Like this few rooms on the first floor were like my first creations. I just let people sleep inside here like freely and gave them enough space. Then I just kind of got crazy with not giving them space, and that's why you have the underground bunker over there. Upstairs over here you will see like you see all this what do you call it, lecterns for librarians, and this is a fletching table, and this is a brewing stand for what do you call it, shit, I forgot the job. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, basically the technique. What is this guy doing over here? Oh right, he's a librarian. I have a lot of librarians because librarians are the ones that will give you. Oh, like a cleric, yes. A cleric would need a brewing stand. Librarians will need lecterns. So you know, I don't know. Lecterns are mainly for like schools, right? But I don't know why they got librarians in this one. In any case. This building is stuck kind of like this for the moment because I keep having to rebuild it, and the reason I have to keep rebuilding it is very stupid. It's because what do you call that, the creepers just keep coming and blowing them up the whole time. I've lost a few villagers that way already. I don't even remember how many I've lost this way, so it's all kind of stupid. Oh shoot, I forgot to show you. I've gone off the building too quickly already. Give me a sec while I just kind of skip my way back in. Why is there this one? Doesn't matter, I'll just take it. I'll do something about it. So basically this is the job area right on the second and third floor of this building. All the way up is a bit different. It's a building only I can access, and this one I forgot what it was meant for, but apparently I don't have a need for it for the moment. So, but just in case, just put some lights over here so it's weird things to spawn right. I probably also planned an entrance here, but I don't remember why. And this was supposed to be where my enchantment table was supposed to be and stuff like that, but I moved it away. I moved it away because I didn't want to be too far away from my enchantment. Whenever I just wanted, I can just access it in my base. So basically that was the end of that building, and I'll probably do something about it on another stream. For now, I'll just get back here. Let's see. If you will excuse me, just get people to... Actually, that's very strange. I'm not even sure if this thing is actually live at the moment, so it's okay. Yeah, probably just maybe a bit paranoid. But yeah. Anyway, so I have a villager here. His name is Dalamendi. It's a bit of a joke, but basically he has a it's a bit of a joke about a meme song, but he's also awesome in the sense that hey dude, just want to talk to you. He has the mending enchanted book, so that's why I call him Dalamendi, because you know he can mend stuff, and he can give me stuff that I can use to enchant for mending items. Sorry, that was my mom, and just kind of exposed my this is what you get when you live in a place when people don't know what the heck personal space is, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, so that's him over there. It wasn't that I wanted to lock him in. It's one fine day he decided to walk into this place, and there's no way for me to get him out of the place, and I didn't want to destroy my iron door for him, so I just decided to trap him here. This is my underground farm, which I just come around if I ever need anything, but usually it's kind of empty. I don't really do much of this. Yeah. This door gives me access to the rest of my compound relatively quickly without me having to do much. This one leads me somewhere else, which we'll talk about in a while. This one is the upper entrance from where we were looking at it just now. That is the gateway to the Nether. There really isn't much to this, but this is my contraption for when I really want to like run up stuff and in a hurry, like smoothing out the stones. So basically, if I get any of these stones, I can make them smooth stones, but just by throwing them here. I have my fill inside here and stuff like that, so easy. Easy baking and stuff like that. Okay, there's a zombie right there, but harmless. We're right outside. Yeah. Don't really matter to me. Fish pond. Yeah. Although I've said it. And this is where I throw my stuff once I don't need them. Like I see what I don't need for the moment. I'll probably just chuck them in my. And I have a bunch of clean solutions to storing my stuff. Like this is for wooden stuff, so I just throw them all here. The rest, I'm not entirely sure where I put my muddy base stuff. Okay, right here. Okay, cool. Why is there a cod flopping? Oh great, I see. When that happens, I have to kind of just mercy kill them, right? Because there's just no way I can do anything else. Yeah. That's the first time one has flopped on me while I was around though. Most of the time they flop when I'm not around. Oh my goodness. Okay, cool. Understood. Anyway. So this is like my storage stuff. I try to keep them as neat as possible, so everything is like kind of thematic. This is my stone box, but I have another one right at a storage area far away from here. These are my nether bricks, which I will use to make red nether bricks later on, once I have enough nether warts to make them red. These are my bricks, which I have made but not really planned for anything, and all the construction materials. Yep, these are all my diamond items. I keep them fairly organized, just so, you know, easier on myself and stuff. Okay, I remember I had a cat here as well. I usually just watch the stars with the cat. Yep, the cats. I don't name them. At all. They're just like tabby cat and black cat, and they get along nice. Yep. I don't really do much construction to this area, and you can see I just put cobblestone because I don't really care. It's a practical area. It's not like meant for me to beautify. If I want to beautify it, that would be my village. My own residences that looks a bit drab for that reason. So basically, you see this nether. I have quick access to a couple of areas, but the nether area is not fully developed yet, in the sense that I don't have things like what do you call that, pigment farm and stuff like that. But it is usable for the most part. Oh, should I left the store? Shouldn't do that. Okay. Basically, I'm gonna walk you through like another area. This one was a bit of a silly mistake. The history behind this area was I thought this was like what do you call it? Slime chunk. So I decided to dig a huge empty area out of it. So literally just dug as much as I could. And then once I'm done digging halfway through, I realized that I got the seed wrong and the chunk. Because I was using what do you call it, chunk finder to find slime chunks, but I was not using my own seed to check the seed as in this seed. So there's a seed number that you will get for you get this seed number for every world that you generate. It doesn't really matter what, but as long as you have the seed, you will be able to throw it into a web what do you call that again? A web tool called Biome Finder. And under Biome Finders, you'll find other useful information like a chunk finder, and this is how they give you the info. But I forgot to put that seed into the website link, and so yeah, the result being that I dug out more than I should, a place that was completely not a slime chunk, so I basically just wasted my effort. But luckily, the slime chunk is not that far away, so as you can see, I dug another hole here, and I have a bouncy pad here just so I could land. Yeah, I'll show you. So after maybe like 2 or 3 days, I just kind of built up this place. This is an actual slime farm that will not need my intervention for the most part, but they won't spawn when I'm too close, so usually I don't see much action. On the lucky days, I probably see them come around and like get attracted by this what do you call it, the iron golems. Yeah, because somehow slimes don't like iron golems. You just kind of get aggro at an iron golem, and they just fall down to this spot with the magma blocks after getting thrown in by the water, and you just die here. I can show you. I should have some. Yep, I have some titles. They die while I'm not looking, so although it's not as effective as they probably I kill them with my super nice sword, which is splitting tree, but at least I don't have to look at it, so that's a good thing. So if you're wondering what this is the entrance from the top part, and I'll show you. So basically all these are water source blocks, and what I do is I just take them and fly up. Very easy, very fast. It's a very efficient way of going up and down places. Oh, it's daytime outside now. The way you know that is when villagers start talking. Oh, like just like that, you know. So yeah, a lot. So yeah, this is the entrance, and that was the exit, and this is the entrance. So if I drop back down, magma blocks will suck you down from wherever you are. So that's very convenient. Like they are the opposite of soul sand, which will actually, this is soul sand, so I should pick up so I can't get down. Shit. Okay, what doesn't matter. So I just do this. And this one is actually connected to my building in a few ways. Like this will get me outside to the villages, which is very close to the hillside right here. And let's see, yep, this is the cart where I showed you just now. So now the issue with this server, this single player server is obviously if I face this way, there's too much processing. Once I go this way, it seems a little fine, but it's not that much better. This is what I get when I build like too many villages in one place. But yeah. So this is a very short cart trail which I just built because I don't really want to walk on. Why are there zombies? And do they matter? Probably don't matter. So here. So some time ago I decided maybe I just need a bit more efficiency with the way I'm getting like my iron. So I built this iron farm far away from the rest, so you can see the iron golem dying right here. In a short while he will drop. So you see this? He dropped iron ingots that my minecarts will pick up with the hopper and they'll just throw it in here, so there's a lot of it right here. Yeah. Treasure, baby. So basically I don't really have to worry about iron anymore, and as a consequence I also don't really need to worry about developing my village for the, what do you call it, the toolsmiths and the weaponsmiths and stuff like that, because they love iron, and this is how you get a lot of iron at once. Yeah, two minecarts with hoppers just going around digging through the treasure chest and coming back here with the iron. Very easy. I don't really have to worry about it. This is the same idea as the melon farm, except this entire contraption is a lot more elaborate and took quite a while to get done. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. Oh, but why is this shit stopped here? That's very questionable. But it doesn't matter, I think they push. So it's just 1-2 push. But ultimately doesn't. Why is this place so dark? Doesn't look right. So yeah. So basically that's the setup of Village Alpha, with 3 villagers in perpetual panic because of the zombie up there. The farm itself is not so difficult to make. It's but yeah, you just have to make it once and good enough, and you don't have to worry about iron for the rest of your playthrough in this instance. That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of having farms in the first place. Okay, so why is there so much bricks here? Oh right, yes, because this was a spot I used for the upper construction of my secret room for the stones that I had. This is also part of the underground farm that you might have seen just now. I really should replace this with regular bricks, but that's only when I care enough to do that. Okay, so I think that's it for a rather lengthy introduction to my village, I guess. Yep. This village is I found it pretty quickly, like when I was just traveling around, and I was not really too concerned with like actually building up a village. But I came back to it about a month later and developed it into state you see it right now. Right, so okay, so without further ado, let's should I do this instead or should I go the other way? Okay, it's alright. Doesn't really matter. I can do one or the other in the order that I prefer. So let's take my diamond horse out for a bit of travel. Let's so let's go, horsey. Ta-da! Zoom all the way up. So bye to Village Alpha for a moment. Yep, I built this bridge over to the. I built this bridge over to the village and left all the trees hanging in midair because I didn't really care about the trees, but they seem to have overgrown for quite a fair bit. I probably need to trim them some other time. So let's see if I can do this. Oh, that's wrong. That's not what I meant to do either. There's a wandering trader. Right, why is he always in the middle of a swamp? I don't get it. Okay. So welcome to my spawn area now. You are about to arrive in about 15 seconds. So this is actually pretty funny. The zone that you just traveled through is a mini desert biome, like very mini. It's just that one patch of desert, and they call it a desert. Something I didn't understand. So okay, this is a zone that I prefer to call the Hololive zone as well for a number of reasons. First, I heard there was a automatic farming, wool farming area in Hololive, so I built this up, spending about maybe a week to get this done. This is actually a pretty area, I suppose. Yeah, it's just I hardly ever visit this anymore because I now base myself out of the village alpha. This used to be how I go into the overland mines that usually come out when you have badlands as a biome on that side, so it's kind of weird to see that biome being that way. This is my original home, which also is a bit of a Frankenstein. I just built and I kind of built without any care in the wall, so the structure is also kind of weird, and without a care in the wall as well. It's all very weird. This is also where I planted my first bamboo and got them to grow a bit too much, then I just bring them somewhere else. My first cooking area was also a campfire, which is very weird because I remember knowing how to cook, like using furnace, but I decided to do something else. This was my first enchantment table. I forgot to show you guys the enchantment table back at Village Alpha, but this is where I did my first few enchantments. Now those items are gone, I don't know where to be found. My soul speed 2 is here, but I don't need it because the shoes that I have back at Village Alpha is soul speed 3. Doesn't really... I don't have to make like that many shoes. I'm not even going to use the shoes for anything else other than just farming stuff like that. This used to be a pretty complex what we call it, the farming area. Farming, composting slash cooking slash etc area, and just abandoned because I moved everything back to Village Alpha. And this is how my village used to be. No, this is how my little spawn spot used to look like. I live by myself. You see all these plants that I make, and a huge area of nothing but melons, and this weird building that ended up being totally nothing at all. Yeah, I remember building this during the New Year's, but don't remember why I even wanted to build it this way. No purpose anymore, to be honest. And my first few farms, which I found very convenient when making my first few items. And the most interesting thing is a parrot cafe. Now, if you are twitching your eyes at the look of this cafe and wondering why you might find it kind of familiar, it's because I copied these from Yofi. Yeah. So basically Yofi, when she was doing the whole, I think it was Aqua Kensetsu thing with the rest of the Aqua Kensetsu members, she built a cat cafe. So originally I wanted it to also be a cat cafe with like an outward view down that side. That building might also look very familiar to you if you have been following whole life, but yeah. But once I found out the use of jukebox and a CD, I decided I just built a parrot cafe instead, because this happens when you play music. They become the party parrots, so that was very interesting. like they just become party. I remember I had 3 birds. Where's my 4th bird? Oh, am I just missing it right now? Oh, it doesn't really matter. It's just 2 or 3 birds. It used to be open. Yeah, but they just keep dancing all the way. And the funny thing is, as long as I don't log out, the music is overlapping. That's terrible. I just keep dancing upstairs, you can see. So this one, I think think it was Marin who built her spa made out of smoke. That was the first time I knew that like campfire under material can still bring out the smoke particles. So this was really nice. You have a cold bath and a hot bath, just like how they do at Nakukin. So yeah, that was interesting. And these are my first team mobs in the game. I just teamed them because they were pretty close by, but I don't remember where. This was a memorial I built for COVID-19. So yeah, believe in the science, man. Like the science is what makes us still alive. So don't ever discredit it. So now that you've seen this, I think it's good. It's a very good time to, you know. Is there a way for me to shut off the music? For real, it's just getting annoying. I might just get out of here. Oh, that's so loud. That's not good. Okay, that particular song is very long, so I think. So let's just get out of here. Bye. So bye bye to my spawn spot again. Just show you around before we actually go all the way back. So like sometime after I built Village Alpha, I realized I could just still make use of my farms over here in some way. So this was the access to my farming area. Like up there would be where my spider spawn is and stuff like that. There's a spider spawner and a scout. I think it was a zombie spawner over there. But now I find that like kind of useless. I don't really need either of those. I don't really need a lot of what do you call that? Zombies and their related stuff for the moment. So that became kind of obsolete. But I'm glad I still built it. So if anytime I wanted to go back there, I still have something to build. Give me a bit of a pause while I drink water. Water is important. Okay, that was good. So that was that. You know, it's just pretty like it's just things come one after the other, and you just build things. Before you know it, things just explode and become what they are. And if okay, I just came into a pretty weird situation where I'm just thinking of weird things. So let's just leave our villagers alone and you know. Okay, you stay here. I will now go all the way back to oh, I'm kind of hungry. I guess I'll just eat it. Golden carrots are cheap, relatively. Since I can just trade in the melons anytime I want to the villagers, to the farmers actually, and get stuff. It's not so hard. But yeah, that's I can get that. It's fine. Oh yeah, slime balls, I need to convert them. Later, maybe off stream. Also important. No, there's my food, this is my flour and seeds, these are my potions. This is my apothecary, yeah, basically my brewing station. Although I still don't have rabbits in large enough quantities that I can justify killing them and getting myself some rabbit's food. So let's do that. Yeah. So as for what else comes after this, I think I don't need to introduce to a mineshaft. Mineshafts are the same everywhere you go. What I can introduce you to is another village that I gotten close to, I guess. So here. So let's go to the nether for a bit. Okay, no zombies this time. Sometimes, I don't know why, but because I have like a villager inside my own room. So the problem is that zombies sometimes spawn where I can't see them. And and that leads to a situation where they just get attracted to the villager but don't know how to pathfind to him. They end up coming in here, and then every time I come in here there'll be like 2 or 3 zombies that I have to chop up every time, which is a bit annoying. So this, I forgot which one. I think this was a mistakenly dug pathway because again the biome finder screwed me over. I thought it was this way to a what do you call it? A pillager outpost, but I got it all wrong, so I dug it again. And this one is, I believe this one leads to the other village, which I call village beta. I just recently got into contact with this village, although the first time I got into contact was not like was only very shortly after I got to Alpha. It's just that I never really visited again because it was so difficult to remember how to get here from Village Alpha, so I didn't bother. But now that I have an land bridge, I probably will do some more development to the villages quite soon. By development, I really mean just killing like some of the villagers, like because I actually saw a nitwit in the village and just decided I can't deal with having useless people, you know, just like I can't deal with useless teammates in Fall Guys. Sometimes I can't deal with useless villagers, so I decided to, like, you know, chop them up. Out of sight from everyone, of course. I don't want them to get angry at me, but I didn't want to have a nitwit in the village here. The strange thing is, I think these guys are nitwits as well for like trapping themselves here. I have no idea what they're doing. These are probably neat. I probably need to give them a job. And this is the open sea out to a lot of places. But this is also where I got my seaweed so that I could like build water source blocks. Basically, if you have flowing water that is not a water source block, you can make them water source blocks just by planting a seaweed through them. But you need to plant them from the bottom, so your bottom needs to also be a seaweed as well. I mean, that's also because seaweed, you can actually kind of plant seaweed in such a way that they'll just go up in one straight line, and then you have like a straight line of water source blocks instead of just water flowing down. And that's actually very helpful for building the water elevators that you saw just now. But yeah, Village Beta isn't really much. It's still under very heavy development, or rather it's not even being developed at the moment because I don't think I need it just yet. I think it'll be easier for me to create an artificial village, but we'll see about that. Yeah. Okay, so now we're here back in the nether, and since we are in the nether, I might as well just show you a few more other areas before I end this rather quick stream, because you know. Oh my goodness, these guys are here. I don't really like them hanging around so much, because this is the reason why I needed a golden helmet in the first place. But I'd rather have my entire armor be like diamond, but because of this guys, I need one of them as. See, they don't like it when you don't wear at least a piece of gold on you. So this is my generator. Oh my goodness, why are you here? My goodness, why are you here? That is astonishing. Shit. Are you serious? That is not expected. Oh my god. Great. You fucking piece of shit. Man, this guy needs to die. That is a huge chunk of my railway gone. What on earth? That was not expected. It's okay. Pain happens. Let's do this. So, what was this? This was oh, real. I think bottom something's destroyed the bottom. So it's my cutscene. That's fine. Okay, nothing wrong with this. But if they blew up that part, they probably blew up some other parts as well. Oh god. Fucking dead. Great. Oh shit. That was not expected. Should they even... Oh my goodness, I need to... Why does this happen? Oh god. Okay, so now this will be a stream where I repair all my stuff. Ouch. Okay, so now this will be a real repairing stream. let me change the title of it. This will be called a real repairing stream from now. Yep. Because you know, shit happens. What the hell? Okay, at least this tells me that wood is probably not a good idea when you have gases that can explode. I wasn't expecting it to be this like at this level. It usually spawns like somewhere up here, like far enough so at least there will not be trouble. But now, oh my goodness, this. Oh my goodness, this. Okay, fine. Clean is temporary. I just go back up, back home for a bit to gather some materials to make this repair. Probably need some powered rails and stuff. Whereas at least I know not to use wooden stuff to build stuff then. That's another thing I suppose. That was really annoying though. I think I take like 2 to 3 stacks of stone just in case. Some railways. I think I'll... Oh, is that fish? Yep, fish that died. Okay. I don't need this to be happening right now. Anyway, looks like I'll need some gold, so I'll just grab maybe this bar and I'll grab some of this so I could make my rail if I need to down there. Yeah, everything else will be repairs for the moment. It's been annoying. Okay, so I have this at least. I think we're good to go for the moment. Let's get back down. There's one of the zombie pigmen here as well. Okay, so that's very interesting. Okay, now time to rebuild the area. It's completely jumped by the... Oof. Oops. Okay, so this part is fixed. I don't really care about the lighting level at this point. It doesn't really matter here at least. Although this guy going into the tunnel has no worry about it. I remember digging that tunnel for some reason. Okay, so there's this. Now my other issue is, did I build powered rails in here before? Because I'm pretty sure I'll need power to get up there, get out from here. It does look like I might be missing some things. I'll deal with that later. We have to test run this for a bit as well. So, okay, so there's this area, and there's... Why is another? Okay, so that's a sign that another gust is in the area, which is a bit annoying. But we'll deal with this as they come. Oh my goodness, are you serious? That's another series. Oh my goodness. Gus has destroyed my stuff twice today. Are you kidding? Why are the Gus being so annoying? Well, that was almost my face getting torn in that particular instance, so let's fix it. Stop that from happening. Did it shoot the part of the bridge where it was alright? So looks like it is. So why did the bloody gas spawn there? Was everywhere it could. This is like killable range. So why it decided to get itself killed is something I could never fathom. So I'm not gonna try understanding that. Please. It's a bit annoying though. Okay, let's try going up there. I think it'll lose power somewhere in here. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't actually lose power there, so I guess we fixed it successfully. Okay, good. We fixed it. So that's one less worry for the moment. Okay, so now we're here and shit, I forgot to bring my... Are you serious? There's an Enderman over here. Okay, not to worry. I have enough wood to build a boat. So let's build a boat. If you don't know already, this is basically taking my hint from Nene, from Momosuzu Nene, everybody's wife. So basically this is how I first traveled to my... Ouch. Why did that happen? Oh right, okay. So basically this is another fortress that I found. Again by using the biome finder, because I'm such a lazy ass that I don't really want to find it by myself. And yes, you are hearing blazes spawn, so but I won't be going in to fight blazes because I don't have the fire resistance. I'm not very comfortable fighting without fire resistance. Holy shit, that's is that one of those wither skeletons? I think of that not get close. Oh fuck! Right, okay. Okay, so hello there. Okay. That was an unpleasant surprise, but nothing big. Yep. Honestly speaking, any of the nether-based buildings gives me the creeps all the time, so I tend not to want to stay here unless I really need to get something done. And but yeah, basically there's a nether fortress that isn't very large, and I actually built. If you, I should make a proper introduction to that area actually. I built up this area so that places. Oh my goodness, there's far too many of them. But basically, I made it so that they can thrive the moment I come in here, so I can hunt them down anytime I want to. They spawn probably 2 to 3 at a time. So under normal circumstances, that is completely tolerable. But this noise is actually getting a bit amazing. So yeah, time to get up, skedaddle. That's not exactly a place you want to be when you have nothing to do with the place. Yeah, but basically, yeah, I think we are at the end of at least of this stream to introduce my little world, but only just a little bit more to get it all done with. Let me just build a small creek here. Even though they actually do get mad when you do that. Like when you open chests in the nether, nearby mobs will get angry, but in this case I don't really care. I have enough armor that doesn't really matter anyway. So okay, where was it? Okay, it was all the way back at spawn. So not at spawn, but at the start of the nether area that I came with. So I probably should do something about the railway noises. It's very amazingly loud. So basically, about maybe 2 weeks ago I built this area. So 2 weeks, I think 3 weeks ago, so I built this area so that I could access home, which is the home spawn that you saw me going back to pretty easily. So nothing very fancy, it's just like a single route that I just run without jumping, because when you jump like this it's a lot faster than actually just normally. And from here I kind of just go back in. As I do that, I come back to this area. Yep, this is the other side that you saw, the area that you saw just now. If you look carefully, that's where my home spawn is, and a bit further you'll see the rest of my home area. I use this when I want to come back home in a hurry without actually involving my horse, but I still need to do a couple of things before this is fully functional. So now going all the way back to... I think I should change the stream name as well. It's no longer a real repairing stream, come on. It's almost the end. I accidentally moved the background on my own stream, so I probably should just fix that somehow. No, why is it doing this? Okay, there we go. Okay, and that should do it. Yeah, it's the end of the Minecraft stream. Almost the end of the Minecraft stream, so I'm just putting it there just so you know it's the end. Oh, where is it going? Alright, yes. Just jump all the way. The only problem with this method is that because jumping takes up energy, so you'll take up energy really quickly, and so always have food around when you do this. Yeah. Nothing big actually, but still be careful. So yeah, we're back home. And that's basically for the village. For this stream, you've seen almost everything. The last thing you probably haven't seen is this personal enchantment room. Do I have space here for some reason? Oh, it's just for the light sources. Yeah, for what? I probably should hang out a few lanterns here. I don't really need this. This looks kind of ugly. I'll probably do it on next stream or something. But yeah, basically that's it. Thanks if you have been watching, thank you. If you have not been watching and you're watching after the stream is over, thank you for watching to this point. This is a very short and quick introduction to my Minecraft little world that is for relaxing and thinking and doing random stuff for when I can't do anything better. So yeah, I'll probably explain a bit more about the rest of the stuff, but to be honest, for the Minecraft streams, probably not a lot in terms of how I thought it out, so if I have something better, I'll probably do that next time as well. A good idea, like probably, maybe I'll plan out a stream where I can just build up a farm so you guys know how to build your own the next time, from a more practical point of view rather than just watching the videos of someone doing it, because sometimes you might not catch the nuances. Yeah, probably I'll make my next stream a melon farm building stream. That makes, I think that makes sense. I probably build a fourth one. I'll probably need to build a new one for if I want to start building a artificial village somewhere else as well. That will probably be in a separate stream of its own as well. So yeah. Oh, okay. So yep, I think that's really it for the stream. Thanks again. Thanks if you have been watching, and yeah, you probably can just go ahead and like the video if you think it's entertaining the way I ramble. I don't know, but put a like there if you like, and also subscribe if you think this content is worth it. Because who doesn't like to listen to someone ramble, right? On and on and on. No, just kidding. But I'm doing this to practice some more of my presentation skills in terms of like playing and showcasing stuff to people. Kind of also for my work, but my work is I'm a programmer, so this is probably more just for vanity's sake. But yeah, It's but still, I hope somehow it's taught you something. Always I'm glad if it actually taught you something. If I could if glean something off what I'm doing and stuff like that. And yeah, so right, so it will be time for me to bid adieu by disappearing from this screen very slowly, like this. No, just going away, and bye. See you guys next time.